power if you a torque feed. Team, how you doing? It's Mo. I hope the week's been going well for you. I'm back with the Arrma Kraton BLX 4S V2, and today we're going to do a heads-up speed test against the Arrma Kraton BLX 6S. And if you're in market for either of these vehicles, the Kraton 4S is about $469 and the Kraton 6S is about $549, so about an $80 difference between the 6S Kraton and the 4S Kraton. And if you saw my unboxing video of the 4S Kraton, I did some size comparisons, and if you can kind of look, the wheelbases are roughly an inch apart. So the 6S Kraton is about an inch longer wheelbase, and then if you look at the stances, right, pretty similar as well. And the stance is roughly a 1/4 inch bigger for the 6S Kraton. The 6S Kraton is an 8th scale vehicle, where the 4S Kraton is a 10th scale vehicle. But as you can tell just by looking at the statures of both, they're very equal in size. You know, there are some engineering differences, so let's go over those real quick. So if you pop the top and look at the inside, the 4S Kraton is running a 120 amp ESC and a 2400 kV motor by Spectrum Firma. The 6S Kraton is running a 150 amp ESC and a Spectrum Firma 2050 kV motor. So, you know, you're getting 30 more amps, obviously, on the 6S model versus the 4S model. You're getting a 6S capable motor. On the 4S Kraton, you are getting aluminum shocks. 6S Kraton, you're getting aluminum shocks. Couple key differences though is here you're running a center differential, right? Where here in the 4S Kraton, you are not running a center differential. You also have a tower-to-tower brace on the 4S, have a tower-to-tower brace on the 6S. But you can see the shock towers are aluminum here. Shock towers here are plastic, right? You have some EXB drive shafts. If you can see, they're CVD drive shafts, where here it's those steel drive shafts. You are getting the same servo, Spectrum S652 servo on the 6S Kraton, Spectrum S652 servo on the 4S Kraton. So you're getting the same servos. You're also getting the same remote. SLT3 remote for the 4S Kraton, SLT3 remote on the 6S Kraton. And you can see on this Kraton, I actually put the Arrma Notorious wheelie bar on here, but stock, it does not come with the wheelie bar. The 4S stock does come with the wheelie bar. So that's a pretty important difference. Also too, on the 6S, you're getting an aluminum chassis. On the 4S, you are getting a plastic chassis. Getting 17 millimeter hex hubs on each of them. Both of them running the D-boot copper heads too, but you can see the ones on the left for the 4S are the LPs. The ones on the right are the non-LPs. So you can tell the difference in size between them. Looking at it from the top, you can see the difference in size as well. Also noted, from the gearing perspective, they both come stock, I believe, with a 12T pinion. And then on the 6S Kraton, you're running a 50-tooth spur in the center diff. Sorry, I can't get in there. And in the gearbox here, you're running a 57-tooth spur. Okay, so those are some basic comparisons and contrasts between the 4S Kraton versus the 6S Kraton. But really, both of them have a 55 mile/hour rating on the side of the box. And today, we're gonna see which one can hit it. Let's go. All right, up first, we got the 4S Kraton. 55 mile/hour box rating. Let's see if it can get there. Let's go. Okay, that was all the way down. Let's bring that back and see what it was. All right, that first pass was 51 miles an hour, which is what I got in the unboxing. All right, so 51 is the number to beat. Still 4 miles away from that box stock rating of 55. Let's see if we can get closer. Let's go. That is held all the way down. All the way down. All right, let's see if we beat that 51. Let's bring it back and see what we got. Still at 51 miles an hour. Let's give it another pass. All right, the Outcast did 52. So as of right now, the Outcast is faster. The Outcast 4S. All right, let's go. 51's number to beat. It's all the way down. That's all the way down. That's all the way down. All right, let's bring that back and see if we beat that 51. Still at 51 miles an hour. One more time. Let me tell you what, though, about this Kraton. Man, it gets up to full speed and it holds down speed beautiful. All right, 51's number to beat. I'm holding it down. It's all the way down. Okay. Let's bring that back. Let's see if we even got 52. Still at 51. Okay. Okay. Let's see if we can catch a backflip off this thing real quick like the Outcast could. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Okay. I thought maybe the wheelbase was a little too long to catch a backflip. That is lovely. All right, time for the 6S Kraton. Let's see how fast that is. All right, up next, Arrma Kraton BLX V5 6S. 55 mile per hour rating out the box. The 4S did 51. What's the 6S Kraton gonna do? Let's go. It's all the way down. One thing though, you do feel that power with the 6S versus the 4S. 33% more lipo power. So make note of that for your money. It's 53 miles per hour on that first run. 2 miles an hour faster than the 4S Kraton. All right, let's see what else we got here. Let's see if we can get to 55. That's held down. All right, let's bring it back, see what that was. Still at 53 miles per hour. Let's give it another run. All right, 53 is that number to beat. Let's go. I'm holding that all the way down. Okay, let's see if we beat that 53. Still at 53. Let's give it another take. All right, like I said, one time I did get 55 miles per hour with it. Maybe it's the lipos. It's already faster than the 4S Kraton by 2 miles per hour, but it has a 55 box stock rating. Let's get there. Okay, let's bring that back, see what it was. Still at 53. All right, last time. Let's go. Let's see if I can beat my personal best. Let's see if we can beat 53. Okay. Let's bring that back, see what it was. Still at 53 miles per hour, so 2 miles per hour faster than the 4S Kraton. Let's see how this thing takes some corners. All right, we got some lipos to burn. So both the 6S and the 4S Kraton, they do run the D-boot copperheads. The 6S Kraton that we're driving right now does not run the LPs, but let's see how they both take these turns. Man, that 6S power is no joke though when it comes ripping through. Look at that. That 6S Kraton rips. Okay, wow, that thing drives like a maniac. All right, let's take this left turn. Okay, let's see how the 4S rips. All right, 4S Kraton now. D-boot Copperhead 2 LPs. Let's see how it rips. How it takes its turn. Wow, both very comparable. Very comparable. Almost took that curb out. Wow. One thing I'll notice though is the size difference. There is a size difference and a definite weight difference between the 6S and the 4S. This thing feels like it's just so much lighter when it drives. The 4S Kraton. It's that plastic chassis versus that aluminum chassis. This 4S Kraton though, it just feels so like controllable, like you're Superman with it. Couple more turns with the 4S. Handles tight. Tight and light. Bring it back for this left turn. Similar driving profiles. All right, let's get another one with the 6S Kraton. All right. But man, when you let in that 6S power, that's why you're paying $80 more. If you a torque fiend. Yeah, because it makes those tires just balloon out. But I'm gonna tell you what, both vehicles very much held down. Very much held down. But this Kraton 6S, of course it's gonna be heavier and it needs that 6S power, but they handle very similar. Whoa, almost took out that curb. Let's not break anything today, knock on wood. Yeah, but when you let in that 6S, it gives you that little heart flutter because it's that extra power. Still very controllable on 6S though, the Kraton. Man, I can't. For me, I'm a power junkie, so I think if I was in market for both and I had the extra money, I don't know, there's something about 6S. Just get more power, man, just gives you, I mean, look at that. It gives you just that much bigger of a smile. It's a thrill, that's for sure. All right, let's bring it back one more time, then we'll do the Kraton 4S. Okay, that is a lot of fun. All right, 4S time. I feel like the 4S pops wheelies a lot easier though. Oh, no 4S time. That is the lipo on the 4S. Dang it. Let's bring it in, team. Let's bring it on in. Team, as always, I appreciate you joining me on this heads up speed run of the Arrma Kraton V2 BLX 4S versus the Arrma Kraton BLX 6S V5. And what were the conclusions? Well, the 4S Kraton did 51 miles per hour stock box gearing. The 6S Kraton did 53 miles per hour box stock gearing. Neither of them hit the 55 mile per hour box rating that we see on the front of the box, but a note to make that in a past video of the 6S Kraton versus the Sledge, I did hit 55 miles per hour. Maybe it's the lipo I was using. But hey, today, you know, at the beginning of the video, we did kind of some comparisons of the insides of the Kratons and then the engineering of the Kratons, the tires, kind of what you get with both. The 6S Kraton is $80 more than the 4S Kraton. And with the box stock gearing, you do about 2 miles per hour more than the 4S Kraton. So, you know, 80 bucks, 2 miles per hour faster, but speed isn't everything, because when you let in that 6S Kraton with that 6S power, it does add that extra thrill. We did some kind of handling test around some turns, left and right turns, and both drive very, very comparable very comparable. Both are very held down. Both hold down power and speed very well in and out of the turns. So, you know, when you're coming to market, if budget is something that you consider, which everyone does, there's an $80 difference between the 6S Kraton and the 4S Kraton. So, you know, you can't go wrong spending $80 less on the 4S Kraton. Doesn't give you as much power as the 6S Kraton, but it gives you almost as much speed and definitely gives you almost as much joy versus the 6S Kraton. So that's my conclusion on that, team. Stay tuned for more as I gear these up and see if we can hit 70 miles per hour with each of them. Appreciate the time. Every time, hit like and subscribe for more content like this.